All right, we're coming back in here. Hopefully things are.
The zombies are coming. The zombies are
Let's
coming.
see. Is everything working now? I got a mic. I've got my little webcam. There we go. I don't know what the hell. I had to shut it down, unplug things, replug things, find things. Welcome in, everybody. It is Tuesday, and we have been having technical difficulties. We can't even talk. That's what I get for being gone for several days. Anyways, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I am the zombie, and we are going to be playing Welcome to Hanwell today for the announcements. I was working on revamping the stream. Like, as you see, there's no longer the chat showing up during the gameplay. Working on making a new scene where it's just going to be a just chatting scene where we bigger webcam, chat, stuff like that. That way we can talk. This, um, yes, working on that. Whilst working on a new intro and all that. Have really cool programs and that stuff. I don't have. Anyways, I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a good time. We went out to Kansas City Comic Con in Kansas City, Missouri. The trip kind of sucked. Uh, Blew a belt on our tire about 40 miles out of Kansas City, Missouri. So we had one tire that was just like thump, 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 thump as we're driving. So that kind of sucked. Cost us $100 to get it fixed and required us to go into actual Kansas to get it fixed. Um, so we had to cut our day short at the convention because we had to get to a tire place to repair it. But it was pretty cool. We got to see a lot of things, a lot of people. Didn't get to see any of the celebrities I went to because the wait times were like 2+ hours, and did get to hang out with Matt or Az and D. Great time hanging out with them. We did stay at what was supposedly one of the hotels in Kansas City, Missouri. Did see any go. I tried. I was calling them out. I was like, "Hey, your boy, show up!" But they didn't show up. Anyways, we're gonna jump right into the game. This things are not working right. This Sunday we should be back with D&D as far as I know. At the moment I have not received any cancellations. I don't know if all will be there, but we will this Sunday. Burner. I don't know how long this stream. Next week I plan on having a lot of extras, but they're all going to have to
The
end
zombies are coming.
days. Welcome in, my friendly. Ooh, that is loud in my head. But yes, yeah, like next week it was supposed to be like, all right, so Tuesday I will
see what's going on.
have to.
That would be nice.
If I stream next Tuesday, it's going to be late because I have to take Shave to the airport. I think I have to take her at like 30ish to the airport.
Yeah,
And
you do
then
get here like it's a 1-for-1 even
Wednesday
flying
and
back, I
Thursday, I
believe.
have to end the stream by
So
3:15,
you
3:30 because
quad
apparently I get to
loader.
babysit the granddaughter. You know, everyone might be like, "Oh, but you get to hear like kids." I love my granddaughter; she's awesome. She's a zombie, but I like hanging out with little kids. I don't. They get into stuff. They annoy me. They want to do stuff. I can't play horror games when they're here. I mean, but I can feed her a bunch of sugar and ship her home when her mom finally comes and picks her up. And god damn it, you know that's what the zombie's gonna do because fuck the world, chaos. All right. Anyways, let's continue into Welcome to Hell. We were at the hospital. I think we were right outside the door. If that's us there, who's getting beaten by that burner, horrible creature. My only complaint about this game so far is the combat. Combat kind of sucks. But other than that, I'm loving this. I can't wait to play the second one. I was looking at some other games today because there's like 6 games that are about to be delisted because of this company is went under, and like 3 of the 6 games are like 15-minute type game. I have got to pop. That's our block. That's our X. One of these things pops our crouch. That's our. So there's a DNA sample. I wanted to try to run around and grab it. I think we would have to go out on the street, maybe through an alleyway. Check to see. That looks like that's a building. I have to go around the building, but maybe we can go through here by these cars, which looks might be a DNA sample. Yeah, let's try that real quick. Down. I'm trying to figure out which my flashlight. I got my flashlight. We're gonna go this way. Oh yeah, radio. Radio is very important. Eye out for witches. I think I'm crouched, am I? No, so I don't know why I'm moving. God, that storm sounds so good in my head right now. I love storms. People don't understand how much I love storms. I do love storms. Yeah, kudos to... Uh-oh. Something very close by. I think we're slipping past it. Yeah, we got past it. Kudos to the developer on the atmosphere, on the sound in this. I mean, you guys did a great job. My only complaint for this game is the combat. I don't like the combat. I love using weapons, but I just like it. Alright, so we got 29 out of 100. What do I get? Which? Okay, she's around us. We get it? Oh, it was a spider. Okay, okay, cool. I thought it was a witch. I was going to freak out, but it's a spider. Spiders suck because they're small and they're in the way, but I'd rather deal with them than the witch, right? Alright, one more minute. Go this way, around the air conditioner. Another a sample. Follow that back up around this way. I believe we can get to the hospital. I definitely will be picking up the sequel to this game real soon. In fact, you know what? Let's pause real quick. Let's check. Type in Hanwells. I don't know if it's on the Xbox. Oh, it's on the P. And there it is. Beyond Hanwell. Go ahead and put that in my add that. There are so many other games that are out there. I want to play this game. We're going to be playing all of these. We'll be buying. And I buy those with my Microsoft points. I have been saving up my points to get Killing Floor 3, but maybe we can wait because Killing Floor 3 has no official release date now. They pushed it back pretty far due to beta. Which I wasn't totally disappointed with that beta. I thought it was actually really good, but they want to fix some things. They've already shown some of it, like that city that we did a lot of our playthrough in. It is now a dark city, very blood-covered, very storm-ridden type place. Well, this is an artifact. Definitely. So, you know, they are doing that. They are talking about you will be able to, just like Killing Floor 2. Alright, there's something around us. I'm not seeing it. Anyways, just like Killing Floor 2 and Killing Floor 1, you're able to pick like Mr. Foster, but play him as a demolitionist instead of being forced to play a specialist that is just set to one class. And then, yeah, they're talking about they are working on adding better guns because a lot of people create some. I was not too happy with the guns, but it wasn't a big thing. I did miss being able to find weapons on the ground, though. I hated having to buy my loadout every time. Once I had already, you know, bought that loadout, it should become a permanent thing. But, you know, those are all things they have time to fix. So, yeah, maybe we will, because I think I have enough points to buy the sequel to this game. Or at least I will by the end of this week. Because I think I have $25 in gift cards stored up. I think I could drop another 10 by the end of this week, which would put me at 35, which would be more enough after tax. I mean, I prefer to buy this game digitally, or not digital, physical. I love my physical games, but unfortunately I think it's a digital-only type thing. Which really sucks about a lot of these horror games I want to play. They're all digital. And I just really wish we would get away from that. Hearing. Man. I think that's one of those, if I step in it, I go blind things. It looked like it kind of pissed off around the corner there. Have they mentioned a new release date? No, they have not mentioned a new release date. It is now sometime this year. But I do have a feeling that it may get pushed another year. Seriously, with all that they're talking about fixing, that people hate it in the beta. Oh, shit. If they do, trust me, I will have updates on it the moment they drop those updates, because I'm all on top of that game. I have 100% at Killing Floor 2 on the Xbox. Finally got my the hardest achievement possible, which is defeat the game on the hardest mode. You have to beat a round or a session, and I did it solo. It only took me about 70,000 tries to do, but I did it. Now I just gotta go redo all of them on the PC. I wish they would port Killing Floor. No. That's Witch. Nice, we got her. Yeah, I found that you just smack that axe as much as you can and be sloppy about it. It doesn't matter. I know there are guns in this game at some point, but like I said, I'll end up using a gun if we find one. I'm not going to be the searching. I strong. Building is protected. You cannot end. Ah, we're gonna lose our axe. Let's go put it over here. My axe for a good weapon. I feel guns in most horror games kind of, especially these kind. Uh, Doors are opening before we places. I feel like a gun kind of ruins the atmosphere and this fear of a game. Like if I can just shoot that witch with one shot, okay, then she's no longer scary. You know? Even if it takes 5 bullets, it just kind of defeats the fear, in my opinion. Which is up. This is a really cool. Hello, my friend. He asked our question low. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, definitely smack that axe as much as you can. Let me give a shout out to our friend. You guys will be on tonight around 6 o'clock Central Time. Make sure you guys tune in. What game are we playing tonight? We're continuing with the Wild West one, which I cannot remember.
Will be mind reading. Now.
Your bugs ain't got no mind.
Deadlands, thank you. This weekend, when we were at
I have a number in mind.
Comic-Con, let me see if I got it
Spalding,
here.
I bet you know what it is.
Where I put them on.
They're all like looking at it like, man, don't put pressure like that on me.
I don't know where. We met a guy in the tabletop area who is also making an alternate Earth game like we are. His though is set. I think it was the 19th sometime. Anyways, I told him I would give you guys the info. Also, that way you guys can look into it to see if it's one you'd want to play sometime. But I had to find the info because, like I said, I did. Oh wait a minute, did you? No, that's. It's all up here. Let's see here. I have so many business cards from the different things I go to. Time they are stored. Minecraft. That's a Twitch card. Andy Dan. Irish Fairy and Folktales book. Look for learn about the one of the many resources I'm using studying for our game. Anyways, I will get you that info. Yes, me and Shebe will be there tonight. Now, next week, Shebe will actually be in Texas when you guys are on. So it'll just be me there for the moderation, unless it's weird, all right? So she's supposed to fly down there Tuesday. And the original plan was she was going to stay with her mom at her mom's house, sleep there, load up the last bit of stuff, and drive home Wednesday and Thursday, because it's like a 14 to 16 hour drive from Texas to. It's a long drive. So it was probably going to, they drove home, left Wednesday morning, drive until Wednesday night, wake up Thursday from a hotel, and continue the trek home. So that was the plan. But now her mom's like, oh no, as soon as you land, I'm going to pick you up at the airport. We're just going to get on the road. And Cheve's like, I got like a 6.5 hour flight. I'm going to be exhausted. I don't want to drive right then. And you can't drive in the dark. That's why I'm here. So who knows where she'll be on Tuesday. Maybe she'll be able to watch on her phone, but we'll find out. I will definitely be there. I have you guys up on that monitor while I play games on that monitor and do what I do. But yes, make sure you guys tonight check in. Deadland Classics is quite fun. I love watching you guys play that one. Here, before we jump back into the scary. I don't know why my name's popped up. Intrigued. I mean, I love seeing my name. One of your favorites? It is very, very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I would almost like to run a campaign into it, except for between D&D, Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, Outpost Undead, and then the game that I'm working on. My brain is so strapped with knowledge right now that I'm trying to keep them all separate on how things play. I just don't know if I could add another. But who knows? Jump back into this scary ass hospital, find out more about what's going on. We did find the one doctor lady dead in the jail cell. Her wounds were really disturbing. I need a weapon. Hey, that looks like my wheelchair. Yeah, pretty much looks like it. I gotta get a cushion for this. After sitting in my wheelchair all day Saturday, my butt was. Uh-oh. What's behind the door with the chair? You're trying to. Hey, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense, though. That door opens inwards by where its hinges are. Right. One of those things I always talk about is like, hey Sam. Locked and passwords. Yeah. The hotel we stayed in Kansas City, Missouri. All right, so they were like on some research, and this was once we got there. I found out it is one of the 12th most haunted places in Kansas City, Missouri. And there's a room 1511 where during the 1930s a girl was shot by her mobster boyfriend. Apparently her ghost roams that room and hall, and occasionally they've seen him there too. Then there was a room on the 5th floor where there was a double suicide. Yeah, but there was like a suicide thing that happened in one room. There's a relic in there, but we can't get in there. Econ. And then there were just general rumors of strange sounds, things being moved in hotel rooms, blood dripping on a phone. So, like I said, I was like, okay, we're going down to room 1511, which was hilarious because we rode the elevator down. We were kind of walking over towards it, and this couple came out of that room, and Bebe was like, "Are you gonna tell them?" And I'm like, "Nope, I'm gonna let the ghosts have their fun." I unfortunately didn't see anything. I was very disappointed in that. Shebe did say that she felt like at one point in the middle of the night a cat jumped on the bed, but she wasn't sure if that was just, her or if I had moved. Wasn't 100% sure. She wasn't sold that it was haunted. All right, so we can go downstairs or we can go up this hallway. No, there's a run button. There it is. Found it. Oh. The creepy church room. There's a witch eye. Oh, and a DNA sample. This is great. But yeah, if you are ever in Kansas City, Missouri, it is... What is the name of that hotel? think it's Hotel Phillips, but yeah, Hotel Phillips in Kansas City, Missouri. It is part of the Curio collection of the Hilton Museum. And yes, it is supposedly haunted. I'm going to try to find a link and drop. Very Art Deco, like very much felt like I was early 1930s Bioshock type thing. Uh, site doesn't really tell you much about the ghost. They're saying 1513 is the 1511 is the one the other website. So I was very sad we didn't get one of the hunt. I think for finding the ghost. Yeah. But it did that thing where my up is up. If you're not careful and you're in the menu and you hit the wrong button, it will invert your controls. Which I'm okay with sometimes playing with inverted controls, but first person thing like this where I'm destined to have to run. Let's go upstairs. No reason to go down to the hunt. Lots of room. That's shut down, so let's start over here. That's locked down. The elevator. Get a call button. Hey, sample. Broken collarbone. Ooh, those are painful. An X-ray room. The password to the lift of the operating theater. PHO pen with a. I don't have my trusty piece of paper here. I'm trying to remember. I kind of feel like paper. X. Got another artifact.
Patient R.A. Collins, HN 204661. The patient has indeed exhibited considerable brain tissue regeneration as suspected. I advise that the frequency of my treatment is maintained for 24 hours before considering a transfer to the council.
Okay. One thing I noticed about snacks this weekend. Stopped at rest areas, and my God, our snacks. Theater won't occupy. There you go. Unlock. Did I not have to put the password in? Now I'm worried I fucked something. Oh, I know that machine all too well. But yeah, I stopped the one rest area we stopped at. $4.50 for a little bag of Reese's Pieces. Almost $5 for, and I mean, it wasn't this like the single size one, but it was like still the small one. $4.50. Another rest area I stopped at, Reese's Cups, not even the king size one, but the general size one. So the 2 cups, let's say that, was $2.50. I was like, man, what did we do? We opened something. Oh no. Check our fucking stuff. No? It looks like the witch we've been fighting. Definitely. Yeah, she don't look good. I'm gonna say the patient is fucked. Patient doesn't have any wires connecting her to the machine, so the machine will not be beeping. Don't have a weapon. I told you she was a witch. We don't have a weapon. This sucks. Why would the door open like that? Stay in there. No, stay in there. I don't know if she just pissed off or what, but we just ran. Fight her back, yeah. You guys aren't coming. I'm going to pause it right here till we get to, till everyone's back from the. Hey, don't like commercials? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way we can buy more horror games. I mean, that would really. I wouldn't just have to use Microsoft Point. Right, so yeah, we paused it. So. Alright. So yeah, we like ran the one security door open, so we ran the fuck up there, and she stopped following us.
Taylor, I'm sure you've heard by now, but I'm afraid the situation we've discussed is a reality. So, treat as many residents as possible before 6 p.m. and prepare them for transport. The enforcement reps will be transporting the sick and injured people until 7. But please, Taylor, be out of the city by 8. The gates will close at 8. I have no control over what happens here when they're sealed.
So are we sealed in here? Looking for a weapon. Oh, we've been having trouble with the security door on the 3rd floor, so I got you. Problem with you. Weapon, no. Why am I hearing a heart machine up here? There are witches. Man, we're getting a lot of witches. See the DNA there. The dead end. So let's go to it. There's another DNA. How many does that make it for? 36 DNA. I said, you get 100 and we go back to the doctor's house and unlock that door. And I bet that's when we get like the super mech armor that eats. I don't know. I refuse to look into anything about this game because I don't. Like I said, I looked a little into it when I first started it, and that was how I found out about his stepfather, which I still think. Oh, our flash. Can I just pick that up and use it as a weapon? Yeah, I'm refusing to look at this because I don't want to know anything about what's. Normally, I've done a little research on things. Take this game to serve. Creepy all by itself. There's the door on the 3rd floor. There's the circuit. Great. Really starting to think maybe we should have went to the basement first. Not going up any further that way. It's seriously hats off to the makers of it for the atmosphere. It definitely has you very much tense. A little hand there. Very tense, very much ready for something to jump out and eat. Especially when I don't have a weapon. And again, this is why I said I don't want to find the guns in this because I like this fear. I like this helpless. I just do wish like the melee combat was a little bit better. We'll say one of the nights that Shebe is out of town. Maybe next Tuesday. I know I don't have to go get... I do want to play a game called Zombie. It was released on the Wii. And it's ported over to Xbox. I've messed around with it several times. I would like to play it from start to finish. Shebe's not here, and I won't. Maybe we'll do a late afternoon, evening stream. Maybe we'll do like a daytime stream, and then I'll come back later and do a nighttime stream. Kind of on my own days, and I really anything in my life. I could work on the game. I think we found everything. Right? Got the key. All the DNA. There was nothing up on the... That was something we'll... I don't know where that witch went, so I... The third floor. This room was... Oh. What was that? Get out of the city by... You found a piece of... Ah...
Taylor, the doctor will be visiting you today to ensure you are implementing his latest regenerative brain treatment correctly. Be sure to accommodate him entirely.
Okay, so got that. Go back down here. We just go worry about the witch down. Still no weapon though. Hoping I trapped her. Door's red, which means it's locked now. Atmosphere. Yeah, this is an X. Got that, Dan. We don't have that code. Can we go to the basement? Oh, we didn't have to write down the password. I do love when games do that. If you find a password, you know it. You don't have to go hunt it down. The problem is... Door's locked. All these doors are locked. Here's the base. Alright. Something like going to the mall. Okay, I see about 12. Oh, batteries just died too. Stop writing the security passwords on the scrap of paper. Late in this. Okay, cool. That didn't help me. Off. Piss off, ghost. Have any more batteries too? Where? Do. Nice. I'll take that little hammer. Grab paper there. Thing is, still don't know the password to this. Last one on. No. Again, this is where I want a gun with one bullet, just so I got. Like, you know what? It's not worth it, man. The thing getting closer. Oh no, it's the eyeballs again. What the? I have no idea what just happened. We need to go back in there and get that. I need to pee, though. holy shit! I don't know what happened with that eyeball thing, if it was supposed to like disintegrate the witch or what, but hey, take a break and be right back.
Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting. Most people initially have relapsing remitting MS, where they experience attacks of new symptoms followed by periods of time when those symptoms go away partially or completely. Others experience gradual and ongoing loss of function without distinct attacks, which is known as progressive MS. MS can be difficult to diagnose, but once a diagnosis is confirmed by a neurologist who is knowledgeable about MS, there are disease-modifying therapies for reducing attacks and slowing down the damage. Growing evidence suggests that early and ongoing treatment with a disease-modifying therapy is an important defense against future attacks. There are also treatment strategies to address some MS symptoms. Options are still limited for slowing down or stopping progressive MS. Worldwide research is accelerating the discovery of how to slow down or even stop progressive MS, how to repair nervous system damage and restore function, wellness strategies such as exercise and diet that can help people with MS to live their best lives, and the exact cause of MS so that it may be prevented for future generations. To learn more about multiple sclerosis, connect with others to drive research for a cure, and to address the challenges of everyone affected by MS, visit nationalmssociety.org or call 1-800-344-4867. Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting. Most people initially have relapsing remitting MS, where they experience attacks of new symptoms followed by periods of time when those symptoms go away partially or completely. Others experience gradual and ongoing loss of function without distinct attacks, which is known as progressive MS. MS can be difficult to diagnose, but once a diagnosis is confirmed by a neurologist who is knowledgeable about MS, there are disease-modifying therapies for reducing attacks and slowing down the damage. Growing evidence suggests that early and ongoing treatment with a disease-modifying therapy is an important defense against future attacks. There are also treatment strategies to address some MS symptoms. Options are still limited for slowing down or stopping progressive MS. Worldwide research is accelerating the discovery of how to slow down or even stop progressive MS, how to repair nervous system damage and restore function, wellness strategies such as exercise and diet that can help people with MS to live their best lives, and the exact cause of MS so that it may be prevented for future generations. To learn more about multiple sclerosis, connect with others to drive research for a cure, and to address the challenges of everyone affected by MS, Visit nationalmssociety.org or call 1-800-344-4867. Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting. Most people initially have relapsing remitting MS, where they experience attacks of new symptoms followed by periods of time when those symptoms go away partially or completely. Others experience gradual and ongoing loss of function without distinct attacks, which is known as progressive MS. MS can be difficult to diagnose, but once a diagnosis is confirmed by a neurologist who is knowledgeable about MS, there are disease-modifying therapies for reducing attacks and slowing down the damage. Growing evidence suggests that early and ongoing treatment with a disease-modifying therapy is an important defense against future attacks. There are also treatment strategies to address some MS symptoms. Options are still limited for slowing down or stopping progressive MS. Worldwide research is accelerating the discovery of how to slow down or even stop progressive MS, how to repair nervous system damage and restore function, wellness strategies such as exercise and diet that can help people with MS to live their best lives, and the exact cause of MS so that it may be prevented for future generations. To learn more about multiple sclerosis, connect with others to drive research for a cure, and to address the challenges of everyone affected by MS.
This game is so good, guys. I definitely recommend getting this. In fact, I know it was free on last time we were. I don't see the. Hoping to find the price for it for what it is on Xbox right now. I definitely say get this game. It is a hidden gem type game. Back into this hill. Hoping that the witch pissed off for him. To find that code. We already found the piece. I get to check all. Flashlight. Body's gone. All the tools. Wondering that since we already got the key and stuff, it kind of out the. Can't use the left. Desk is missing. Or like move. Didn't really get to check this way. I don't know. My flashlight, because it's X-ray, MRI, and 2 surgery theaters. Another MRI. Can't go up one. Cafeteria. Already read that. Dead friend. Cryptography. Desks are. As long as it doesn't load the witch in, I'm okay because I get a free. I grab one. We might have to look up. I'm not finding it, and I don't want to spend all day just wandering hospital. According to a lookup, it is 852. I just want to move on from the hospital. But our did get that. 4 out of 6. We got 4 locations to go. Then it'll lead us into the council building. Fuck no. Feel bad for looking that up, but wasn't seeing any scraps of paper around that were telling. And who knows, I might have already found it. And anyways, we got. Right, so where do we go from here? Alright. Here's the hospital. Alright, so we got a DNA up in that top corner. Building's right here. Let's go up, down this way, loop back down. Like there's DNA in that parking lot. Oh look, it's our axe. It stayed. Oh, usually it goes away. Oh, look, there's another axe. Can I dual wield? Yeah, they're giving us a lot of weapons. A lot of weapons. That's the parking lot. Locked. Yeah, I don't know what's scarier, this town at night or this town during a foggy day. Ooh, there's a save thing. Hospital. It'd be nice if during the day you didn't have to worry about anything coming to eat your face. You're able to just kind of run as fast as you can to find these things and find a building. Game knows we like the app. Hammer! Yeah, if we could just, no bad guys during the day. Welcome in, bot. Lock the bot. Hop in. Burn. Wish I knew the story. That's something I wish we could figure out is the story behind it. Keep going. Wall. Cluster of buildings, so get to the wall, we can get through here. That one. Try to stay low. Got far enough away. Buildings. Right. And that parking lot. That won't lead it. We're just outside the hospital. We gotta walk. Follow this. Follow this. Damn it. Baby. Every time I pulse this, I take a chance of drawing an anomaly. Oh, cool. Faded away. I don't know if me going in the map did that. If so, I'm gonna. speedy, but for the worlds type thing. Here. No, there's behind us. Let's see what that is. Battery. That's right. I wish I knew, like, if getting those artifacts is away the anomaly. I don't. It's scarier when there's nothing in a room. Not even joking. Here. Go to those doors there. Cut through the alleyway. Drop down at that weird hand. Hit Council Road. We might have. Like there may be a DNA. Maybe we go up to that corner. Or no, let's go to these buildings and then we'll go up. Oh, drop my axe. Ready to go. Used to my sprint button being a button on the back of my controller, but drop one. We haven't done as much as we normally.
Good evening, residents. This is your man speaking. The time is 6 p.m. Please keep in mind the adverse effect an anomalous thunderstorm will have on various HCPPP endorsed equipment.
Nighttime. DNA sample. Going. Let your guard down. It's like, oh, something I can go grab. I better go grab it. And that's when they get. A DNA sample, or is it just a? Be a location. Got Italiano and El Diablo. These look like restaurants. Okay, so you got Mexican, Italian, and Chinese all in one spot. Can't go in that door. Won't even let me up. Okay. Italiano. Probably won't let me up there either, because yeah, it looks like the step is too high for me. person has no jump in their life. Either middle-aged white guy had legs. We're gonna kind of dip back this way behind us and avoid that witch. This. The chicken bucket. Alright, let's go to the chicken bucket. I think we got far enough. Clear. Can't get in the chicken bucket. Oh, we need to head up that one. Can't like get up these stairs. Good to. God damn it. Blinded again. Wanted to turn this corner. No, we could go all the way up to the wall and then up. To get to the... Yeah, it looks like there's one right there. Here it is. Then we've kind of hit every... We've hit every location. Yeah, if going in your map kind of clears that. The safest place on Earth. Yeah, maybe if you haven't been to, you know, Detroit... I would take Raccoon City over this town, to be honest with you. There it's just zombies, lickers, hunters, tyrants. You know, the normal asshole. Alright, we're gonna slow crawl for a couple minutes here while we hope that whatever that noise is pissing off. I don't know what's worse, being outside or being in the small corridor. Because outside they can come pretty much from anywhere. Corridors, at least I can hide. Know that they can only come from certain spots, except for those witches, which can appear anywhere. We have got to figure out what else there is to go in to find her code. That's the doctor's house. Didn't really find anything here. There's a couple DNA samples. I guess we could head down there and see if there's something in electrical areas. Ooh, there's a building with lights right there. So yeah. We're just gonna plug the wall and walk all the way down to the electrical. Hope whatever anomalies around here decide to go far to the other side. You know, maybe it's raining. The anomaly's like, hey, I'm going to go hang out in the pub for a while. You know? Get out of the storm. Maybe the burners are like, I'm getting wet and my burniness is falling off. Please? Let it be that? Spider over there. Spider iron. That's a DNA sample. Damn it, a witch. You silly bitch. Got her. Killed us too. Sample right there. This. I think we went in this building. Important people have the codes. I hate that I can't jump over things. Yeah, we've been in here. Battery. Take that. I think that's what we got the last time we came. Seriously, can I just get a gun with one bullet? I don't care if the mod. maybe. This was like a diner bakery. Can't get in by the counter. There was nothing. They're gonna walk. Die, witch! Are these things real or are they mental projections of the people who died? So, down this way. Down the grass. So we get to Bannerside Road. These things. There's one. That sounds like gunfire. Excuse me. Alright, we know this area. This is where we first started the game, and it was horrible. Is there a house? Oh, that house there. First started the game. Made our way pretty much all the way around town, except for the very, very low. Crosswalk. Alright, if we hit the second crosswalk, we go. If the houses have a porch light type thing on, I mean, problem with taking several days off. goes in. Oh. Once we get down to this electrical, I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta pee. I'm gonna a packet of crack. I don't eat on stream, so find that kind of. That leads up to that. Take the grass. Take the grass. You had to go. Go up to the doctor's office. I don't eat on stream, as I was saying, and yeah, I'm gonna munch a pack of crackers. Bought these crackers because we wanted road trip food, and it was really hard for me to decide because, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a fat guy, but I don't like certain things. I don't want a bunch of meats the whole car ride. I don't want a bunch of jerky. I'd like a nice variety. And we were at the store before we left, and I just couldn't decide on it. So Shebe bought these crackers with some kind of chive stuff. They're horrible. I mean, the cracker themselves is yummy, but there's like no of this stuff in it. I've literally bitten into half of the cracker and it's just cracker on. So, little disappointed with the crackers, but again, I'm hungry, and that's about what I have to munch on. That's quick. And once we get to this first DNA sample, I'm going to take a quick break, munch a pack of crackers. Say strapped. Let it be. I think we got away. Take a quick, we'll go to this one. Straight forward to that one. But, well, it looks like there might be a break. No, there's no break. I don't want to go all the way back up there. Hate that. Hopefully there's a break in the thing. There it goes. Finger sandwiches made. That sounds yummy. You gotta season your fingers just right. Don't do it properly. They just get too chewy. The burner fucked right off. Glad that the burner fucks right off. To this DNA sample, take a quick break. I'm gonna want some cracker, so go ahead and get yourself some snack. Yeah, I'm wondering if what we're looking for next in this area, because we haven't been to that. be able to get to that point here. I'm gonna have to figure out the route. Let's get this DNA sample. Well, we're almost at halfway through the DNA samples. We have 20 out of 50 witch eyes and 8 out of 15 artifacts. 4 out of the 6 cards. Alright. Do I have 10 batteries? That'd be cool if I do, because then I can stop being so worried. Anyways, I'm going to pause this. So yeah, go get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink. We'll be back in a few minutes. Like I said, I'm going to munch on some crackers. And blow my nose, because my nose...
Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting. Most people initially have relapsing remitting MS, where they experience attacks of new symptoms followed by periods of time when those symptoms go away partially or completely. Others experience gradual and ongoing loss of function without distinct attacks, which is known as progressive MS. MS can be difficult to diagnose, but once a diagnosis is confirmed by a neurologist who is knowledgeable about MS, there are disease-modifying therapies for reducing attacks and slowing down the damage. Growing evidence suggests that early and ongoing treatment with a disease-modifying therapy is an important defense against future attacks. There are also treatment strategies to address some MS symptoms. Options are still limited for slowing down or stopping progressive MS. Worldwide research is accelerating the discovery of how to slow down or even stop progressive MS, how to repair nervous system damage and restore function, wellness strategies such as exercise and diet that can help people with MS to live their best lives, and the exact cause of MS so that it may be prevented for future generations. To learn more about multiple sclerosis, connect with others to drive research for a cure, and to address the challenges of everyone affected by MS, visit nationalmssociety.org or call 1-800-344-4867. Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting. Most people initially have relapsing remitting MS, where they experience attacks of new symptoms followed by periods of time when those symptoms go away partially or completely. Others experience gradual and ongoing loss of function without distinct attacks, which is known as progressive MS. MS can be difficult to diagnose, but once a diagnosis is confirmed by a neurologist who is knowledgeable about MS, there are disease-modifying therapies for reducing attacks and slowing down the damage. Growing evidence suggests that early and ongoing treatment with a disease-modifying therapy is an important defense against future attacks. There are also treatment strategies to address some MS symptoms. Options are still limited for slowing down or stopping progressive MS. Worldwide research is accelerating the discovery of how to slow down or even stop progressive MS, how to repair nervous system damage and restore function, wellness strategies such as exercise and diet that can help people with MS to live their best lives, and the exact cause of MS so that it may be prevented for future generations. To learn more about multiple sclerosis, connect with others to drive research for a cure, and to address the challenges of everyone affected by MS, visit nationalmssociety.org or call 1-800-344-4867. Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting. Most people initially have relapsing remitting MS, where they experience attacks of new symptoms followed by periods of time when those symptoms go away partially or completely. Others experience gradual and ongoing loss of function without distinct attacks, which is known as progressive MS. MS can be difficult to diagnose, but once a diagnosis is confirmed by a neurologist who is knowledgeable about MS, there are disease-modifying therapies for reducing attacks and slowing down the damage. Growing evidence suggests that early and ongoing treatment with a disease-modifying therapy is an important defense against future attacks. There are also treatment strategies to address some MS symptoms. Options are still limited for slowing down or stopping progressive MS. Worldwide research is accelerating the discovery of how to slow down or even stop progressive MS, how to repair nervous system damage and restore function, wellness strategies such as exercise and diet that can help people with MS to live their best lives, and the exact cause of MS so that it may be prevented for future generations. To learn more about multiple sclerosis, connect with others to drive research for a cure, and to address the challenges of everyone affected by MS, visit nationalmssociety.org or call 1-800-344-4867. Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting. Most people initially have relapsing remitting MS, where they experience attacks of new symptoms followed by periods of time when those symptoms go away partially or completely. Others experience gradual and ongoing loss of function without distinct attacks, which is known as progressive MS. MS can be difficult to diagnose, but once a diagnosis is confirmed by a neurologist who is knowledgeable about MS, there are disease-modifying therapies for reducing attacks and slowing down the damage. Growing evidence suggests that early and ongoing treatment with a disease-modifying therapy is an important defense against future attacks. There are also treatment strategies to address some MS symptoms. Options are still limited for slowing down or stopping progressive MS. Worldwide research is accelerating the discovery of how to slow down or even stop progressive MS, how to repair nervous system damage and restore function, wellness strategies such as exercise and diet that can help people with MS to live their best lives, and the exact cause of MS so that it may be prevented for future generations. To learn more about multiple sclerosis, connect with others to drive research for a cure, and to address the challenges of everyone affected by MS, visit nationalmssociety.org or call 1-800-344-4867. Multiple sclerosis is a disease that impacts the brain and spinal cord, which make up the central nervous system that controls everything we do, whether it's taking a physical step or solving a complex problem. The exact cause of MS is unknown, but we do know that something triggers the immune system to attack the brain and spinal cord. The resulting damage to myelin that insulates wire-like nerve fibers is a disruption of signals to and from the brain. This interruption of communication signals causes unpredictable symptoms such as numbness, tingling, mood changes, memory problems, pain, fatigue, blindness, or paralysis. Everyone's experience with MS is different, and these losses may be temporary or long-lasting.
All right, we are back. Got some crackers in my belly. Those I feel. All right, so we are to figure out how to get into the power plant. That's the power plant. Fucking fence here. Gotta get around the fence. Yeah, let's. There is a DNA sample. Go around that fence there. Down. I know we got that one. Strange. I wondered if, like, yeah, you pull your map up whenever you're one of those clicks or one of those guys, and they just gotta happen. I'm cool with that. Look sideways. Got that sample. Dip it in a void. Got that. Here, that alley there. I think she saw us. Yep. Got her. One inside of that thing. Get into that, we would do in there. How do you get in broken pieces? Up there and one there. I don't know what getting to 100 is going to do for me. We don't have to go. I don't know what that's going to get us. Stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. What game was it that I had that happen? Oh, it was. I was playing the Rare Replay. They have the Golden Eye remaster. I got it.
This is your nana speaking. Time is 7 a.m.
Anyways, the GoldenEye game on the dam level, which is the first level, you can get stuck on a ladder and can't do anything. So I had to restart it, which sucks. I'd already restarted that like 4 times because I kept picking up the modem thing. In fact, I still haven't gotten it right. I keep forgetting how to place the modem in the spot. Need to do it because I'm trying to beat that game. I haven't played that game. So, go outside of this circle. Underneath that bridge. Lower level here, night. Yeah, when it comes to horror games, all right. Obviously, I've been playing games since the dawn of gaming. The original Resident Evil tank controls, fixed camera at weird angle, third-person type thing, can be creepy, mainly because you don't know what's coming around that corner. I'm gonna stand by though that first person is scarier. It is a lot more immersive in my opinion. I know a lot of people will argue that. It can actually scare hands and feet. That's one thing that... a lot of people argue that because they can't tell, oh, what's around me? I gotta turn around. I think that adds to it. Like the whole... This is what it'd be like if you were walking down the streets of Hanwell with an axe in the rain. But the world would... I think that adds to a lot of the fear factor. Ah, there's the power plant. Nice. Still trying to get it back around to there, though, to get that. I had to walk all the way around and then come back. Because I want to get that DNA. But yeah, in my opinion, I think first-person horror games can draw you in more, especially like. And again, I'm giving kudos to this team. I think, like I said, I think it was a dude, like 2 friends of his, did this, but the whole atmosphere combined with the first person does a great like an amazing job of just like constantly putting you on unease. Let's check before we walk all the way back over. Any glow? Buildings here. I don't know. Oh, yep. There's one. Excuse me, man. All right, so we're gonna up straight down, hit that building, and go alley. Hopefully that's not a fence and those. Let's wrap it in. Can't get that out. Man, get us up. Another one behind that building. Another one at the end of that. What is... That's the jail. Been around the jail. So let's... I want to go into Power Building, but I want to go get that one and that one. So we're going to stay along that wall. It looks like... back up through that alley and then drop down to the... I still don't know what's going to happen once we collect all 100 DNA. Are we going to release the super mega anomaly? Are we going to transcend, become an anomaly? Maybe we are an anomaly and the things fighting us are actually... Be like an M. Night Shyamalan twist. So many empty buildings. That kind of disturbs. I mean, again, I know this, again, low production, small studio for the first game. But I kind of just feel like maybe they were going to use these buildings, but decided against it. Or if we just keep going. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This chapter of the D&D that just started, it's gonna be a lot darker and more scary than the last. And like, I like Matt Mercer. He's a great storyteller. I mean, amazing. And from what I've seen personality-wise, he's actually a really good dude. But I did see a thing the other day where it was like talking about stop trying to have horror. Forcing horror into your tabletop game. Hold on. Nope, I gotta take this. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. My father, I loaned him my electric impact, and it got, like, died. So he loaned me his little one, which is strong enough to take tires off, which is what I wanted my impact for. But while mine was sent to the shop, but that way we'd have it for the trip for Kansas City. And I tried to drop it off this morning, but they weren't home. I think they were at a doctor's. Anyways, he just called. They're gonna stop by, so he's gonna call me. So in a couple minutes, I'm probably gonna have to. I'll just do a quick. I'll just pause the game. Go get it real quick. Heading towards that power plant. Someplace we have not found yet. I'm sure the power plant has one of the keys. That's it. No hiding from that one. Nice. I wish I had an actual health bar so I knew. Please don't be a protected building. Aww. Put our axe across the street. My axe. But yeah, so when he calls, I'm gonna have to pause real quick because yeah, he's gonna come grab his. Is that the big guy again? Power plant is this? Which is that? How are we doing it? 45 to go, 29 to go, 7 to go. Keep wanting to hit down from it. I just.
Walter, I need you to set up the auto power contingency. At 8 p.m. tonight, the gates will close for the last time, and it's inevitable that residents will be left behind. They'll need the protection of our systems in order to survive long enough for the Ministry to mount a rescue, if they decide to do so.
Ow. If they decide to do. What were the systems? I haven't seen any like turret guns that pop up or anything. Honestly, he's the only one I kind of wish we had a gun. Pop him like in the kneecap. Oh, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back after that quick break. Edit tools. Alright. Oh, it almost has. I do. Again, it's not a complaint so much as I wish they had done. It allowed us to keep our radio. Keep our radio on and on. I constantly have to turn it on whenever. Running towards this big sparks. Ah, that's what. Okay, cool. I can turn the valve.
Walter tells me the plant is running at optimal capacity, even providing a surplus of power we can sell back to the Ministry. This is a direct result of my research, and still people are questioning my ethics.
I'm looking for a wrench or something here. Batteries. No, I don't think we had 10. Valve here. We gotta find a valve. All these gates and this maze makes me think that the big guy will be chasing us, and we're gonna have to find a way around. Oh, wow. Flashlight's dead again? Hey, we got a flashlight. I have the slightest idea where I'm going. You guys aren't missing it. It is literally dark as dicks. Oh, we got a flashlight. Oh, we got some flashlights. That's where we blew up the... Turn off the flashlight for now. It look like I'm gonna step in. What the hell is... Green ladies? What was wrong with you? Tyrannosaurus paddock. Crown Street Good Hospital. Quarter 1, 2, 3, 4 prison. Escape. Great. I died too. That was some bullshit. There. Whew. Again. was where, having a gun would have made that so much easier. But it would have ruined that fear moment. That was creepy. Gotten that. Left. Where have we... Doctors. See what this big building is. Cemetery. There's one in there. So, where are we? Industry Lane. Clock Tower. Left on Clock Tower. Crowbar. I like my big red. For my axe, but I could have checked to see them. Thinking we find a friend. Frying panty. I would make it. If anyone who ever played the old school PUBG knows that you carried one on your back and have to go. This, go to that, no. Do the church to get to that. Oh, and there's just neat. Why there's nothing like an abundance of guns on. I've said that many times. I'll keep saying that because it would change this game dramatically. Could have just walked through that thing, pop those guys in the head. But it's not like, night vision, like a headlamp. See what we're looking for. Alright, let's see here. So, go straight out, cut through here, go up a block, figure out how to get into. May have to go all the way back around. There's creepy ass music. We're in a cemetery. Oh. We're gonna GTFO. Okay. Go up to the road. Cut through. now we should be cut through here. Go down, over, down, and it should be what we need to do. Probably could look at the achievements. It would probably tell us where the keys are. Seems like every key is like, or achievement for the key has been, you found blah 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 key at blah 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 location. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was something. And it turns out to be a goddamn school. Okay. Let's hopefully we don't get killed during this quick discussion. Creepy places in horror games and movies. Obviously you have your first responders, your police, your hospitals, your army tents. Always going to be something that eats your face there. Because that's where most of the people are going to run in terror. You know, the zombie outbreak happens, everybody and their mother is going to run to one of those three places. We're going to start walking. You bitch. Anyways, everybody and their mother is going to run to one of those places. Okay? You then have your school. DNA thing around the back of the school. Schools will always be creepy, not just because you have ghostly children singing Ring Around the Rosie, but school is just a creepy fucking building. Every time. I could not land a blow on her to save my life. All the way back at the power plant. Now, if I remember right though, we don't have to go to the church. Yeah. Once you get a DNA sample, even if you die, it's counted as collected. Alright, so from here we can just take industrial lane and I path. But yeah, schools always creepy. Probably one of the least effective ones. Sharp pointy stick. That's what we should get. A sharp pointy stick is always a great weapon. Do the weapons ever... I've yet to see them. Lots of break. The song. Actually, I still have had it in my head all weekend. Oh, shit. All weekend, I've had that Dominion, The Dead Don't Die song. Become like my national anthem. Nice. Since we got to the school, it marked it as a place. Yay. I don't know how we missed marking the school earlier when we... Pretty sure we came right here. Got through that to get to the pub. For now, let's get in here. Alright, so I think we'll make it through the school, and that'll be it for today once we get through this. Days lately, so I saw that here and I was like, that's leather and mechanical part. Go back in. Well, this looked like it was a university by the outside. But, 'Tell Craig I fancy him. Craig? "42, the meaning of life." Congratulations on that Easter egg. Those of you who don't know what that means, please look up the meaning of life 42.
I saw the doctor this morning. There were two of him. The man's lost it. I knew he was up to something. I'm evacuating the kids tomorrow morning. I guarantee you this time tomorrow the mayor will be signing a city-wide evacuation order.
I'm gonna try to get out tonight. I left the caretaker's key. During my...
Hello, Brett. I've just got word about your evacuation of the children yesterday. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but I must commend you on your incredible foresight. Something is coming. Possibly tonight. There's no advantage to you staying in the city to see this through. The children are safe. Get out while you can.
So, again, you can tell that this is not an American school. Just off. No, this is not on a single. Well, just leave whatever the fuck that is in there. If you're wondering, yes, I'm avoiding the damn stage. That guy doesn't scare me. I'm digging this song. Berry, diet, or light. Alright. Oh, this side. Really missing. Up on the keys. Unlocks all doors in school. Head back. Oh, maybe there was a podium I missed. Door that's shut. A container can just... Yeah, creepy children. Why are there prison cells with... My bed. Yes, yes you can.
Brett, I've just been handed the evacuation report from the school. Everybody but you is out of the city. I can only warn you one last time. You have until 8 p.m.
It broke again. Two connectors were by... What did it say? Two connectors covered by the hall upstairs. that to get to. You know, there's a point, a time, when you are the character of a horror movie, book, game, that you walk into the room and you see this. And you have to go forward because, as the protagonist, that's how you're going to figure out what's going on. But as the inside of you actually contemplates it, the only true answer is to blow your brains out right here. Just say, fuck the world. Good, my flashlight turned. Can't even get. That's quicker than what it should. Like, no way into that room is by. Alright, so we need to go upstairs to find the broom. Stop, bro. Wish I had a map. This. Here is the broom closet. Yep. I'm just gonna look up, guys. I'm not gonna walk through. It has an ascending scale. That's well, it kind of covers my about this guy. Fuck out of here. But that should have been the last piece, right? 6. Bad. Alright, that is all of the people we should be able to get into. Council. Right there. So, if we go up this road, cut through that, and then cut through the Arc of Death. Alright. Right paint. And my axe. What would be nice is, you know, once you got these locations on through, it'll do whatever there. That's good there. Get into the council. How are we? $35 more of those, 18 more of those, and 7 more. Hoping they are all inside. I mean, I would gladly play this game. I don't know if you can start a whole new game, but. We're going to get to this council. That'll be where we save for the day. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be beating this game tomorrow. We are almost. And yeah, I'll look and see what my plan is, see if I can afford to cash in the points to get the last bit to buy this. I'm definitely digging the soundtrack, guys. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save it here. Listen. Saved when I got that. Yes, it did. I saved. Alright, well, that's what we'll go ahead and call it for. Holy shit, we've gotten into the council. Alright, we are going to go raid Axial Map because this is his 6-year anniversary. So, make sure you tune in tomorrow for stream, and make sure that you are checking out the Rocketeer Society tonight, and anyone else who stopped by, much love. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Probably finish